Welcome back, everyone, to Lore with Ludus Infinium. Today, we cover the 12th Legion of the Warhounds. They are known as the World Eaters under Angron. The traitorous Angry Boys.
I have heard it said that the 12th is beyond trust. This is ridiculous, of course. A false claim made by those who mistake trust for control. Within the bounds of their own misperception, they are correct. We cannot be collared, not before Angron, and certainly not after. To truly trust a thing is to understand its nature. Doing so is simple enough, just as one can trust fire to burn. In this regard, our Legion is the foremost of all in trustworthiness, because across the length and breadth of this galaxy, no matter where you might find it, you can trust that a World Eater is doing but one of two things. He is either making war, or he is readying himself to do so. Galen Serlak, Apothecary of the 12th Legion.
So, the World Eaters, the 12th Legion, the Warhounds. Even back before they had really any of these names, except for the 12th Legion, they already had a history of aggression. Whether it was from the stock that was used to create them, or whether it was just something in the gene seed, they were more aggressive than most. And eventually they were held back by the Emperor. And one of my favorite rumors is that it was to disenfranchise people of the idea of becoming disloyal. And because, if you have a legion that specializes in, wholesale slaughter, then people will tend to do whatever you want. Now, apparently the Night Lords were scary enough, but the 12th were so much worse at the beginning, which is kind of hilarious if you think about it. So, when the Emperor finally, for lack of a better word, shackled the 12th, he gave them the name the Warhounds to express, by name, their savage and aggressive ways. Now, something interesting, they did have a reputation for winning more often than not, though it was still seen kind of a negative light. They would either commit wholesale slaughter or be forced to work for it. There were even rumors going around that they killed Imperial Army troops that failed them. And by failed them, I mean didn't kill enough or didn't show enough enthusiasm for the killing. And now, in line with this, the Warhound officers had a bit of a habit of harsh discipline due to the fractured and belligerent nature of the 12th Legion. And now, normally, I don't particularly like to talk about the Primarchs in these videos. I like to keep it just about the Legion. But this is one of those moments where Angron really does have an effect on his Legion. Kind of a direct effect, you might say. He killed the 7 highest-ranking leaders in the Warhounds. Only the captain of the 8th Assault Squad, Karn, withstood the punishment. He only killed a chunk of the leadership of his own legion. Yeah. And to show his thanks for the loyalty that Karn and the other legion had given him, eventually, Angron had a new version of the Butcher's Nails, which were implanted into him, adapted and implanted into every single member of his legion. And on the planet of Ghana, the ones who did not like this attempted to stop Angron and those loyal to them. This resulted in kind of a miniature civil war within the ranks, where Mago, the leader of the rebels, met his longtime friend Karn in battle and was beheaded. Yeah, because skulls for the Skull Throne? We're not even at that point yet, but that's essentially what it was. After the death of Mago, the World Eaters were once again unified and moved on to bloodier days. Oh, the World Eaters. You gotta love them. So, I kind of cherry-picked a little bit here, I'm not gonna But again, this is talking more about the Legion and less about the actual Primarch. So, as far as the Horus Heresy was concerned, one of the kind of biggest moments, if not the biggest moment for the World Eaters, was at Istvan 3, where the combined legions of the Sons of Horus, the Emperor's Children, the Death Guard, and the World Eaters sent all their loyal forces down to Istvan 3 to take care of some Slaaneshi rebels, and virus bombed the fucking planet. And when that failed, Angron threw a hissy fit, threw a Primarch level hissy fit, I should say, and charged down onto the planet and started fucking up the loyal members of his legion. Those, when I say loyal, I mean those still loyal to the Emperor. And, yeah. I mean, you have the war with the Ultramarines and him eventually ascending to being a Demon Primarch, but that will be covered in his own video. However, something very, very interesting to me is after the heresy, the World Eaters, because Khorne is a thing, had a massive fracture due to infighting, because of course they did. And one of my favorite stories of all time about the World Eaters is a good example of this, and that is the conflict on Scalathrax, where a group of World Eaters, led by none other than the Equerry Karn, got into a fight with some Emperor's children. And apparently, this I find a little hard to believe, but it's the warp, so it's possible. Yeah. It got so cold it could kill in the Stardust, which, okay, hard to believe, possible, but definitely one of the more difficult things to do. And so they retreated to their shelter. Karn, in a very, very Karn move, picked up a flamer and started burning everything to the fucking ground. There's rumors that Karn has killed more World Eaters than anyone else at this point. Probably more than entire armies at this point. Karn is a very special boy, and at that name, he got dubbed Karn the Betrayer. And that's about as much as I want to talk about him. I have done a video on him. I'm thinking about redoing it, but yeah, that was like the final straw. That caused the final fracture in the World Eaters Legion, to where it would, honestly, I could say probably never be a full Legion again. And I'm pretty sure the Imperium is grateful for that, because one warband of psycho Khornate berserkers is bad enough. Imagine the whole Legion working together again. But with all that being said, this has been Lord with Ludus Infinium on the basics of the World Eater Legion. Because fun little angry boys. If you would like to support the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like, let me know what you think in the comments. Do all that stuff that YouTube likes for people to do. But the most important thing of all, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!